Hello, this is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. I've already done part one for today and continue to part two. And it's about the metaverse. And the title of the information from the headlines is Repeated Rape Threats, Sexual Violence, and Racist Abuse in the Metaverse. So, Ms. Jane Patel, who lives in London, is giving her report on the experience that she had in Metaverse. And I continue. Ms. Jane Patel, who researches the psychological and physiological impact of immersive experiences, said online reviews of Horizon Worlds include many people sharing stories of sexual harassment they endured. She argued that as the internet evolved, anonymity has been prioritized over accountability. But it is now time to learn from mistakes, she added, warning of the damage that would emerge if problems experienced in the metaverse are not addressed. Parents must speak up about the issues with metaverse, given it's likely to occupy a key part of their children's lives, she warns. I think metaverse is, as far as the age, is 13 plus. She continues, I've talked to many women who, since the dawn of the internet, are shrugging off sexual advances, harassments, and verbal assaults on a daily basis. She added, and accepted as weirdos on the internet. But we are coming to a time we can no longer accept this because of the embodied, all-immersive nature of the metaverse, which is a multi-sensory experience. While the metaverse is still in its early stages, Facebook has created a metaverse, with Mark Zuckerberg changing Facebook parent company's name to Meta in a bid to have its energies, to hone his energies on constructing the metaverse. Came online for sale on Black Friday, which I had mentioned, 2021, under the VR advisor named Oculus. Ms. Jane Patel's comments come after research into the metaverse carried out by the Center for Countering Digital Hate discovered 100 potential violations of meta policies for virtual reality in the space of 11 hours and 30 minutes of recordings of people's conduct in the app, with this translating to once every 7 minutes. The study conducted in December last year saw researchers closely analyze VR Chat, which is the most popular social app that can be purchased in the Meta's VR App Store. The report revealed abusive behavior included minors being exposed to graphic sexual content, bullying, harassment, and abuse of other users, including minors being groomed to repeat racist and extremist messages, threats of violence, and content mocking the 9/11 terror attacks. Researchers at the center said the reporting system wasn't fit for purpose. We could only rely on reports in the moderation system for 51 of these 100 incidents. None of these 51 reports of abusive behavior, including sexual harassment of minors, were acknowledged by Meta in any way. Callum Hood, who is the organization's head of research, was closely involved in the study. We saw people sexually harass people who said they were minors, Mr. Hood told The Independent. Users in one group chat were sending hardcore pornography to the group. Users were bragging about imposing that on other users. They were deliberately moving from one world to another world or one group chat to another to target users with this porn. Now remember, the age starts at 13 plus for metaverse. Mr. Hood spent a great deal of time exploring the metaverse and observing users' behaviors for the research, as he warned his experience had not filled him with the compulsion to return. And last but not least, Elena Matalosa, Associate Professor in Criminology at Middlesex University's Center for Child Abuse and Trauma Studies, argued that while benefits of the metaverse included a state of anonymity and freedom to play, there are downsides due to the metaverse potentially heightening the lack of inhibition people sometimes display in digital spheres. This inhibition process, which is a psychological term, refers to the fact that you feel less inhibited online when you don't have that face-to-face interaction. Ms. Mediterrosa said, even in emails, people can be a little bit more frank and borderline aggressive. If the conversation was happening face-to-face, people would be way more cautious. The metaverse enhances this disinhibition process more greatly, and it makes it feel more real for whoever is interacting. So that was a mindful for me. I don't know how it registered with you. You know, in college and, you know, upper level education, you know, when you're giving a speech or discourse, they tell you, give your introduction, state your facts, and the body of the content, and then at the end, you're supposed to give people something to do. I think this kind of speaks for itself. You know, be careful, be safe, watch your children, and watch out for the metaverse. Like, share, subscribe. That's it. Hashtag.